Babyliciouses! Welcome to Babes in the Conclave, Traitors podcast, where a couple of queers talk crushes, gay drama, and strategy. I am Annabelle, the most faithful of faithful. Today we are covering one of the all-time greats, Hungary, Season 3, Episode 7. And joining me, I'm frankly moving to Mexico if she's a traitor. It's Sarah Carradine. Hey, babe.
Hey, babe, I am a traitor. I have a video evidence, which I will show you. You'll see my fellow traitors. I can name them. I'm pointing at them now. I'm showing you them. I'm showing you a photo. I'm showing you all of us in the conclave with video evidence. Would you like to vote for literally any of us?
I just don't buy it, sorry. It's a no for me.
My legs are shaking! My legs are shaking!
Oh, okay, we've got a few comments from the babes this week. So Danielle, who we love, chief of staff of the babes, says, you know what? Dr. Timmy reminds me of Carol Vorderman. I knew she reminded me of someone and I couldn't put my finger on it. I didn't know who she was talking about, I have to confess. So let's just...
I do because I'm an old.
Yeah, let me just share. Okay, I see it. I see it. That's Dr. R right there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look.
She was the numbers on Letters and Numbers.
Now I see her, I recognize her, I've seen her in
Look
things.
at those leather pants!
Incredible.
That's
and those titties.
Delicious. Oh my God. Get them out, doll.
Dr. Timmy would slay all of these outfits. Startup Boy, best friend of the season. Yes, I thought that the whole time on my first watch. My even more niche lookalike is Attila, who reminds me of Alec Baldwin. Yes, we've said that.
Mm-hmm.
But playing Jack Donaghy's nemesis, the Generalissimo in 30 Rock.
Yes. Perfect.
I do. I see that. These are all
that.
great takes. I think Startup Boy said something else as well. I've been thinking about why I love this season so much on a rewatch, and it comes down to the casting. I'm paraphrasing here. People coming to play, even if it's really badly, and the really charismatic, unique traitors, their dynamics. Possibly the only secret relationship I've been invested in since the UK Red Breakfast. And I never know what's going to happen next, but yet I'm rooting for half of them. So what now we're another episode in. Where are we
the other way around. Oh, we changed sides. That's all right. I'll get over it. What was your question?
How are we, now we've heard from Startup Boy and
yes, very
why
important.
Startup Boy loves the season.
Very important.
Where are you sitting? We've done 7 episodes now. Where are we sitting on this?
It's more uneven episode to episode than I had been led to believe by the number of people saying it was a brilliant season. Now, it is an absolutely brilliant season, but it's not banger after banger.
No.
Episode to episode. The reason that we like episode 7 is because it's coming from episode 6 and getting us to episode 8. And it's meantime, this happened, which isn't very important. But I'm sure we can talk about it for 45 minutes. I have no doubt. But so that's what I think. I would say it's one of the best seasons I've ever seen. But when you think about it episode to episode, it's extremely uneven in terms of quality. What about you, Annabelle?
Yeah, I think I'm there. I'm kind of getting to the point now where I'm like, come on, I need something big to happen.
So does Attila. Attila was furious.
Oh, dude. I think, oh, this is so hard to say because I'm so Kareen obsessed, but I think Attila is my favorite host.
No.
I think it's his intros to every episode. The part where I really fall in love with Attila is when he does the recaps, and they're always so sassy. He does not hold back any punches, especially when talking about Gaspar.
Yeah.
And he's just, I don't know. I really, really, really like Attila's character. I need something to happen. And I know that the last few episodes of this are going to be electric. I think I counted, there's something 11 or 12 episodes of this. So we've still got a long time.
Fabulous.
We're going to be talking about this in probably September.
Spring. the thing one of my many favorite things about my favorite thing is the spray fiber hair from a can. That I adore. But
Mm.
my other favorite thing is where another host will take the photograph off the wall and drop it. He throws it down. Smash! I'm very
He
angry with you for not finding traitors, he says. In
he's genuinely
Hungarian.
terrifying. He's genuinely terrifying.
Yes.
I have said in the past, he's Alec Baldwin if he fired the gun loaded on purpose. Like, this man does not play around.
Very rusty.
But I do, and I'm with you, and I think I'm not bored watching it
Oh,
because,
not in the
again,
slightest, not in the slightest.
everyone's so
The
nuts.
coverage is incredible. I think that one of the things that makes this season really good is the coverage of the Strat Chat. They don't yada yada it. They actually give it to you, even though the episodes aren't super long. You are actually getting the breakfast, and you get the post breakfast, and you get individuals within the breakfast. Because if you're not watching, the way it's set up is a big L that does not get smaller as people leave. So where other groups can count the chairs and whatever, it's the same number of chairs it always has been. As the episodes go on, it means that 2s and 3s can have quite private conversations at breakfast, which is fascinating. Then you get post-breakfast. Then you get cars on the way to the challenge. You might get some intra-challenge conversation, cars on the way back, before the round table, after the round table, and conclave. So you get an enormous amount of material, and it's not boring because you never think, oh, I didn't know they were friends, or, oh, where did that vote come from? It's all flowing from the information that we have while you are still surprised by things. But nothing seems out of character because we know who these people are.
You're so right. It's like the antidote to everything I was just whinging about on New Zealand season 3.
Oh, my God.
No one is ever going to say we didn't see enough faithful strategizing in Hungary season 3. No, we saw every single thought process, and we're still like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yes. 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 The last bit was fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
All right. Let's go into
Watch it. I
breakfast.
mean, watch it. Any Traitors is good Traitors.
Yeah. So,
But I love
all right.
Madeline, and I'm passionate about Madeline Sarni since I saw her first in Our Flag Means Death. She's also in Deadlock. She pops up here and there. So she is growing into the host role. Be very interesting. Season 4 has been announced, so there will be a season 4.
Going into breakfast,
Yes.
we did a long, lingering look over the table spread this week with some real notable items on the table. I assume the tonic water company is a sponsor.
They've been drinking that tonic water and other fizzy things in the range all the time, especially at breakfast. I love tonic water, but tonic water at breakfast doesn't seem right, but that's fine. But this morning that we're talking about at the breakfast table, the lingering was very much lingering. And the glasses, the branded glasses that they were going to drink the fizzy water out of.
Like, I'm sorry, but plain tonic water on its own is kind of gross.
Oh, no, it's delicious. It's refreshing.
It's sugary.
That hint of quinine helps. It means you won't get malaria.
Love. They also had macarons at breakfast. Did you see that?
I have a controversial statement to make.
All right.
Not a fan.
No. Well, they're fine, but also, you know what? This is my thing with the
They're
Italians
dry.
as well.
I find them a bit dry.
Cake for breakfast. Super sugary
Anytime.
desserts for breakfast.
Anytime.
No. Can't be doing it. And then I'm pretty sure I also saw a bowl of French fries as well.
Can you imagine how cold they are?
Like, imagine this. That's your breakfast. Cold French fries.
Yes.
Dry macarons and
Yes.
tonic water.
Tonic water.
Like, it's
You're not painting
giving
a picture.
diabetes. It's giving diabetes.
I tell you, cold French fries, if I had a severe hangover, and I haven't had a hangover this century, would have been my jam. Cold French
Yeah.
fries, cold pizza, flat Coca-Cola. We call it the Black Doctor here. Flat Coca-Cola will sort you out.
Oh, no. I feel unwell thinking about it.
That's because you never get hangovers. You just don't know.
Oh, I'm always hungover. Not today. My body has no, I can't constitute it these days. Let's talk about Dorka, because what the fuck is going
Yes.
on with Dorka this
What
episode,
the
Sarah?
fuck is going on with Dorka? She has been, you would say mercurial, but I don't think she's mercurial, but I think her having said that the editors are giving us these people and we know them, her presentation has been very mercurial. It's like the producers and editors can't quite figure out how to show her or how to show people's attitude to her. Or anyway, she comes in, she's got this fabulous, she's been working all night, as they often are, and she has identified 2 groups. She's cross-referenced who never votes for who. I mean, there's still 13 of them. And there's only been a small number of votes, so there will be a lot of people that you haven't voted for. But she's got these two groups. Now, she's gonna tell some people about the groups that she has 2 groups. She's gonna tell some people that she's had thoughts, which she'll tell them later. She's gonna tell a small group who the 2 groups are, and from that small group, she will banish people so they don't hear her theory. And then what happens to the 2 groups theory? It's like the bombshell, the atom bomb.
Yeah.
What's going on? And she very rightly says she's in big trouble because she is no longer looked at the round table as a traitor, and therefore her implicit immunity is gone.
Yeah. I mean,
That's her whole
everyone
episode,
wants,
everyone.
yeah, everyone wants a slice of Dorka
Mhm.
still,
Including you.
but I don't know if I'd go
You've
that
gone
far.
off.
She
You've
was
gone
on
off.
your crush period,
No,
on
she's
your
getting
crush pyramid. She's back off.
once. She's off.
But this whole 2 groups theory, I mean, Rekha was laughing. She's like, they talk about this stuff, think about this stuff all night, and then they can't even articulate it the next day.
Well, she had the
Too
chat
true.
there, but she couldn't sort it out.
No, it changes. Like at breakfast, I've got these two groups, but I'm zeroing in on the bandwagoners, Gashbar and Dr. R. 2 seconds later, Dr. R is one of my most trusted people. After breakfast, it's all talks about the people in the group. At the round table, she's talking about something completely different again. Like I think she got lost in her own. She did all of this thinking she'd worked out the 2 groups. It's a bit like data analysis, right? Where she's got all this data and hasn't actually drawn any conclusions from it.
No, she's everywhere. Ah, Dorka.
Yeah. I also love that when she's telling us who she trusts the most.
So brilliant.
It's Sylvie, who is suspicious of her. Dr. R, Nori, and Rekha.
The 3
So
traitors,
basically all a traitor.
just in case you haven't been following along. If this is your first episode you're listening to us, welcome. Those are 3 of the 4 traitors.
And Steven Seagal, who's like basically the only person actually
no
on his
idea.
side.
He has no idea what's going on. What I love about Steven Seagal is whenever he votes, he is 100% sure that the person he is voting for is a traitor. And when they say they're a faithful, because again, if this is your first episode, they haven't caught a traitor yet. When they turn out to be a faithful, for him, it's their fault for not being a traitor because, in fact, they are a traitor because he's 100% that they're a traitor. Therefore, it's their fault for being faithful.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, can we nominate Silver Steven Seagal for the Gherkin Award for Chief Dick Swinger? Now the Gherkin and Zoli are gone, I feel like Steven Seagal has taken over as the most obnoxious man in the...
Yes, and he does that thing where he's extremely aggressive with Victor or Oliver, one or the other.
All of
Danny.
love.
No, it's Danny. He's extremely aggressive with Danny at one point when they're sitting in chairs outside. And Danny does what some of us do when in that situation where you remove yourself from the situation. So Danny attempts to remove himself from the situation, at which point Steven Seagal mocks him for trying to leave, floods him with love, invites him to sit down, puts his hands on him, makes him sit down, and then is aggressive to him again. So he won't let the victim leave. It's a bit triggering, actually. We could make a joke of it. It is funny, but it's also like...
Oh, I wouldn't want to be there with him. Like, and this is
weirdly, this is me because it's another man. I can see it, but I also go, meh,
keep in mind, like, Steven Seagal's alliance, the people who are left who are in his alliance are Danny, the man he is being aggressive to, and Dorka. I'm like, this is how you treat your friends.
Yeah. And Dorka doesn't rate you at all.
No. Oh, well, she doesn't rate him. She's over him, but she does still trust him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about Gashbar, because
Yes.
Gashbar's on one.
How can we listeners, we held ourselves back as long as we possibly could. Now, an hour and a half about Gashbar.
I love Gashbar has been the star of the show for these last couple of episodes.
Absolutely.
He comes in trembling like a twig in the breeze. He's just, I love him. He's trying, like, this is the thing. Nobody takes this man seriously. No one, to the point where he spends this entire day desperately trying to throw Rekha under the bus in front of her, to her face. Rekha is just rolling her eyes like, oh, this is so embarrassing for Gashbar. He's going to get himself voted out with this bullshit. No one's listening to him. They're like, God, it's so weird that Gashbar's like trembling and nervous. Now he's going for Rekha, faithful Rekha.
The most faithful of faithfuls. And he's going to end up in the conclave face to face with Rekha. And she's going to go, yeah, that's fine.
He comes in, he's geeing himself up. He's like, I know the ladies are going to come for me tonight. They've been waiting, they're so close, and they've been waiting all game to use me as a sacrifice, and now they're going to rip my throat out, but it's fine, I'm prepared for it. And he gets in, and they're just there smiling at him, and he's like, how dare you smile at me? And they're like, we're not mad with you, Gashbar, you're not a threat. We don't care. Do whatever you want. Like,
for whatever you want to do is fine. Doesn't affect us at all. But Rekha, I said all that. Yeah, I know, but, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
So his critical piece of evidence against Rekha today is that when the
So
gherkin
dumb.
went out,
So
lest
dumb.
we forget, the gherkin called Rekha a liar and that she had lied about the situation and what Gherkin had said about getting her to give him the shield, and wasn't that super weird? He, if you remember, has a crush on Dorka, but Dorka thinks he's a freak. He's trying to get Dorka on board with this. No, she thinks he's a freak. My favorite part of this whole breakfast interaction, though, Sarah, was Nori watching him and slightly sociopathically is like, yeah, it's going to be really interesting to watch Gaspar just like die a really brutal death over the next few days.
We don't have to do anything. This is basically all the women traitors in their conversations with us, the viewer. We don't have to do anything. Faithfuls and Gaspers, we don't have to do it. We just sit back.
Yeah.
Now, can I just say, this is more sort of globally about the traitors. This weird thing where the words of a banished faithful become law. So not in this case, but I mean, he's trying to make it. But say someone, I'm banished and I'm a faithful, and I said it was Annabelle. Suddenly that becomes law. Oh, the banished faithful said it was Annabelle, so it has to be Annabelle. No, they have no more idea than you did, and you just banished a faithful. But you see it again and again in seasons. I think it's fascinating, and I think particularly in a season like this where they really they think they have no idea, but most of the faithfuls are sure they have an idea, which is what's making this so interesting. Going on to Gashbar, so Gashbar's trying to say that a banished faithful from 1,000,000 years ago said something about Rekha, the most faithful of faithfuls, of course, with her wing. And he gets no traction whatsoever. None.
No, nothing. And I'd just like to say on that piece you just gave, Sarah, unfortunately, some banished faithful did know much better than the rest of their cast, and no one listens to them at all.
Very true, very true. So there was a moment where you should have followed that reasoning.
Oh, no, actually it was all Luke. Annabelle said nothing. It was all Luke.
Stop. Listen, in case you don't know, Australia Season 5 was 4 episodes long. That's it, done. 5 episodes long. Sorry, 5.
Season 3, 5 episodes. Season 2. Oh my God, I
Season
can't even
2,
remember my own
5
season.
episodes. There you go.
Let's talk about Sylvie and Dr. Sylvie.
Could we?
Because I've been kind of loving them. They kind of went from hating each other and never being on screen together, not talking and just sort of suspecting each other. I feel like as time has gone on, now it's all about their secret whispered conversations. Each of them as useless and delusional as the other one.
He still thinks she's a traitor. I think he still thinks she's a traitor. But
Yeah.
they miss their babies and their kittens.
I loved in the cars, was it on the way to or the way back from the mission? And Victor's kind of cooking,
I love
actually.
Victor.
Victor's been cooking today. Victor is like, I think that Sylvie and Mr. Sylvie are a couple. They kind of, like, they have this similar aura. They're both glamorous. They look like they match. They never vote for each other, but they're kind of keeping their distance. He's like, wouldn't it be funny if they're a couple? I was obsessed. I squealed.
Yes. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. And meanwhile, Mr. Sylvie is in a car desperately defending Sylvie and saying she couldn't possibly be a traitor, even though he thinks she is a traitor, which I just thought was wonderful.
And vice versa. I'm pretty sure Sylvie's in a car with Steven Seagal and
Yes,
she's
thank-
defending Mr.
Very
Sylvie.
good. Very good. She knows he's not a traitor.
No,
I
she
think
does.
she knows her hubcap. Yes.
Anyway, I'm with you, Startup Boy. I think this is a really fun secret couple. I don't know. They're great. So we need to talk about the murder. We both thought surely they wouldn't kill not a porn star Ronnie.
Oh,
She's barely been seen.
roll the tape.
Oh, sorry. I said that. Did you pick her as your
I
murder?
did. Yes,
yeah,
I did.
okay.
Yes, I
Full
did.
snaps to you. What the fuck? They killed not a porn star Ronnie.
Completely useless. But I do love when we flash back to the decision to kill her, and Rekka or Nori say, it's a sort of safe murder that doesn't mean anything, and they'll know, the faithful will know. And I think Rekka says, yeah, they think everything we do is stupid.
They're like
Stupid like a fox.
Stupid like a fox. They're like, she doesn't do anything. She doesn't contribute anything. She's a safe bet. I wish we got more from Not a Porn Star Ronnie.
I agree, yes.
She was great at the start and then just kind of did nothing.
In case you haven't seen visuals of these people, if we gave you the pictures of these 20 people and said one of them is called Veronica, which one is it? You would pick her immediately. And you'd be right.
Instantly know.
Instant.
Okay, so post-murder, we get another classic shit-stirring Dr. R, the Rat Queen moment.
Brilliant. Welcome to my TED Talk, she says.
She holds court. She stands in front of the breakfast room. She demands everyone's attention. She wants everyone to sit down. We're going to go around. We're going to share clues. We're not going to fight. And out of this, a name might surface. Victor's like, oh, you know what? This is the second time she's done this. It's brilliant. I definitely think she's a faithful. Dr. R tells us, she's like, oh, no, I know they're all going to fight. I'm simply just trying to waste time.
Yes. And she's stopping them going off in groups as well. It's fucking brilliant.
She is amazing. Dorcas privately thinking, this is a terrible idea. This is just going to waste. Doesn't matter. Timmy has captured them all in the library and all hell is going to break loose here,
yes,
Sarah.
Yes, it's so good. But also it's that thing of foment in the morning is going to make a livelier round table in the evening, especially when they're all there. So even though she says it's to waste time and all of that, I think some stuff does come up about it because now Gaspar is committed to going for Rekka. And it's not going to work.
It's not going to work, precious little Gaspar.
Yes.
So Eniko, like Dr. R points at Eniko, which blonde Danny loves. And oh my God, Eniko, she stands up in front of the group and she's like, don't embarrass yourselves tonight. You'll embarrass yourselves in front of your country if you don't vote for Sylvie. And everyone's just like, actually, no, this
You're
is
embarrassed
incredibly embarrassing for you.
for you. Because you're a traitor, and the reason that we know you're a traitor is that you've told us you're a detective with 35 years experience and you haven't found a traitor yet, so therefore you are a traitor.
But she said also been like, but also I wasn't a detective. I don't know. I do not understand what her job was because she's said so many things,
I
backflipped on
know.
so many of
So
them.
great. And somebody at the round table is gonna say to her, "Was there ever a case that was prosecuted where the police used your report?"
Even better. No, even better. Dr. R says that to her. Timmy, who's a lawyer, and Eniko turns around and goes, "What would you even know about court proceedings?" And Timmy just takes it. She's like, "Oh, they have no
Okay.
idea."
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she just strokes her white pussy.
Yeah. So good. Gashbar tries to take this moment with the whole group to share his gherkin evidence about Wrecker. Hilarious that nobody remembers this. Like,
No,
no one. And in fairness, the gherkin said so
so much.
much.
I think that there would be an off switch as he starts to talk. It'd be like the Peanuts parents, adults in the Peanuts. Wah, 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 wah,
Yeah.
wah.
Yeah. No one.
So no one knows,
was-
no one remembers. No one remembers. And if they do, it's an anti-Gherkin because he was the one that asked for the shield or asked her to lie about him having the shield. So
Yeah.
he was a liar.
So people eventually break off. Dorka pisses off Oliver by not including him in her little group where she tries to explain her theories
She sends
using
him
chess
away.
pieces.
Go away.
Out with you, suspicious twink. Gashbar is basically in tears because nobody's listening to him and his actual evidence.
His legs are shaking.
And Sylvie's telling him, no, Gashbar. She also gets really in his face and is like, swear to me you're faithful. Swear to me, Gashbar. And he's like, oh, why are you saying this to me?
And he
Gashbar's
never
gonna be the
says
first one.
those three
No.
words, I am faithful. Never says it.
Oh.
He says yes, but he
Yes,
never
yes,
says, I am faithful. Learn those words if you're going to go on the Traitors.
Meanwhile, Victor and Oliver are sort of gas-bagging outside.
They're gash-bagging, that's good.
They're gash-bagging. They don't have a lot of friends, really, the pair of them. They are wildly unpopular. And they're like, it's fruitlessly, again, not on the right page. It's Steven Seagal, Danny, Dorka. Why is that group still intact? Why is Dorka always pointing the finger at us? Victor, though, occasionally Victor has sort of moments of clarity, and it's only worth pointing out because nobody else ever comes close to having moments of clarity. It's kind of got to the point now, Sarah, where if a faithful brings up a traitor's name, I don't even bother noting it down because it's not going to go anywhere.
I just noted down when Traitors brought up traitors' names.
Yeah.
In other words, Gashbar.
But he's like, I don't think Gashbar's stupid in saying that. It kind of was weird. I remember that happening, and it wouldn't have been terrible for Wrecker to have gone along with the Gherkin's plan there. So I don't know. There's moments where Victor this episode is looking at Wrecker. Who else does he kind of bring up? Is it Dr. R or is it Gashbar? There's somebody else later where he's like, I can kind of see it coming. I don't think Victor's going to last long enough to get
He
somebody.
nearly went earlier, and I think he's probably, as you say, he might be the closest to identifying the traitors, even though it's a million miles away because everybody else is even further away. It's sort of hilarious. I love it. It's like, wouldn't you say that you would say every name? Mind you, they may say every name and we're not being shown it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I had, here's me, I had brunch with some traitor winners the other Sunday morning.
Yes.
Very, very nice. And one of them said that they did record a series of confessionals all at once saying, could so-and-so be a traitor? No. Could so-and-so be a traitor? No. could so-and-so be a traitor? No. Anyway, they went through the whole cast like that, which I love. I love.
Oh, that's hilarious. Um, okay, so there's another notable Nori moment here where she tries to reassure Rekka that she's a real life human being. And I'm not buying it, and Rekka doesn't buy it either.
No.
Nori, I love you, but you're not a
No.
person.
Oh, thank you for telling me that. That's very useful for me to take into my work and to move forward as we scramble the jets, and I can use that information. That feedback is very useful. Thank you.
Yeah, theory. Nori is one of like those really bad workplace AI agents that is so
Hello,
very
my name is Nori. Please tell me your difficulty in as few words as possible.
yes. Yeah. Like not a super sophisticated large
Mhm.
language model, just like a very workplace agent that's always sending you the document you don't want.
Yes, yes. Did you
Anyway, obsessed
say
with
action? No, I didn't. I think
it.
you said action. No, I definitely didn't. Action it is.
All right, we get to the mission. Car chats. There's a lot going on here. There's bickering between Gaspar and Rekka. There's Steven Seagal obsessing over Mr. Sylvie, fighting with Dani because Dani wants to go for Eniko. Anyway, what did you think about this mission?
I liked it. It was I liked it as a mission to play, but I don't know that it's televisually that exciting. Apart from
No.
Oliver not being able to figure out how to open the letterbox. I love that. I
I,
love you, Oliver, but that was funny.
I loved that. I also loved the dodo music of Steven Seagal. So in this mission, I did one
So
really
good.
similar. The
So good.
idea is that you're in two teams. Everyone has to break off to collect a bunch of puzzle pieces, and then you have to assemble this sort of three-dimensional pyramid. But there's a bunch of puzzle pieces in the water. It seems, though, that using the boats to get the puzzle pieces, not mandatory.
It's not even waist deep, the
No.
water. And let's get the two of the heaviest men into the boat. One of them in the wrong place.
Almost all of them just run out into the water and
Easy.
collect the puzzle
Done.
pieces.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal aggressively insists he is a master sailor.
Mhm.
He has boats in his blood. He
Mhm.
simply must be in the boat. And his peasant helper, blonde Danny, must come with him. And
Neither
then
of them unclip. Neither of them unclip the boat. So
yeah.
there is the very hilarious moments as they try to row the boat. Or he tries to row the boat
Yes.
because, of course, he must have the oars.
So the boat's stuck, first of all, exactly, to the shoreline, A. B, they're simply going around in circles.
Because Danny's in the front. They put the weight in
No,
the
you're
front.
right. It's all Danny's fault. It has nothing to do with Steven
It's
Seagal
everything
constantly
to do with
fucking it
Steven
up.
Seagal.
And it's just like, it's so funny. And they're kind of beefing with each other. Dorka's so frustrated Steven Seagal is doing this. It was a real Zoli moment for Steven Seagal.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of time hanky-panky here.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Definitely. There's
Because
no
they
way
both
all that
made
went
it
down in
just
10
in
minutes.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cleverly, both groups figured out you do your little top first and put it off to the
Yes.
side, and then you can just crown it. But no, they both, within seconds of the time, whoo, they made it.
Oh, love.
No.
I thought something else notable, like Rekka, not for the first time, notable as a leader for her
Yes.
team. She often seems to be a leader in a very patriarchal season as well. Interesting.
And she's noted by people as being a good leader in a positive way. Yeah.
Yeah. So the winning team gets to choose who is going to get the shield from the group. And in that
Mhm.
group, we have Mr. Sylvie, Joji, Eniko, Nori, Gaspar, Rekka, and Oliver. Notably, all of the traitors except for Dr. R, which is going to be important later. And then there's a lot of gossip about Gaspar in the cars on the way back. But people seem
Yes.
to generally feel like Yeah, but also just, like, Gashbar? Gashbar, a
It can't.
traitor?
It literally cannot
Lu
be. Literally
Please.
cannot be him, even though he's telling us constantly and showing us video evidence.
Yeah. So that the winning mission group get together and agree they're just gonna give the shield to Zhuji for whatever reason.
Because they're worried that Ferry will be banished, and if he's banished at the round table, he takes the shield with him.
T.
T. I've got that Rekka and Gashbar speak in plain sight. Rekka says that she imagines them all going to the end together.
Yes.
He's
So
shocked.
they
He's
have a little
shocked.
confrontation, and she's like, "Come, what have I done to offend you, Gashbar? I sense I have somehow offended you because you've tried to get on my neck all day." And he tries to sort of declare traitors' war. He's like, "Well, you've seen how it is, so now we shall fight it out." And she's just like,
To the
"No,
death.
no, I could see us all I can see us all getting together to the end, Gashbar. This is hurting you more than it's hurting me." It's just, but that said, he's convinced that the women are a united front against him.
Well, they are.
Hilariously,
They
then,
are.
I mean, he's on the bottom, sure, but they don't trust
Absolutely.
each other. Like Nori and
They
Rekka have a
don't
convo
want
here where, yeah,
they can't break and send Gashbar out because that it will be the beginning of the end for the foursome. So
no,
they, in fact, need and want cleverly to keep the four together because it's mutually assured. As soon as one goes, they'll go one after the other.
but Rekka and Nori don't trust each other. Dr. R
But
doesn't
Dr.
trust
R
Rekka or
thinks
Nori.
that Rekka and Nori are a pair.
Yeah, no, the three of them do not trust each other.
No, but Gashbar can't see it because when
No,
he comes into the conclave, they're smiling.
yeah, they are united in the fact that they think he is
An
useless,
idiot.
an idiot.
He
Yeah,
is their useful idiot. He really is. I mean, they picked him so he'd go out quickly, but now he's just there.
yeah, he's simply there.
Mm.
All right, we get to the round table.
Timmy is wearing a black and white graphic jumpsuit for the ages. I love her so much.
I love her so much. And so much gets said at these round tables.
Can I say the notable thing, which is that
Please.
Danny and Timmy both say it's Eniko, and then Danny or Victor, one or the other, asks Aniko to respond, and she says, "I've said everything I need to say." "No, you haven't. You're at the round table about to be banished. So now,
So true.
does not matter what you've said before, you must lay it all out again. You have to fight." It's so interesting.
So she's, yeah. And when
I
she
understand
does talk,
she's
it's stupid.
tired, but, she's more outraged about being accused. She can't be outraged about being accused in the Traitors.
And she's still obsessed with Sylvie, and
Mhm.
Sylvie finds
Sylvie
that
asked
hilarious.
her earlier
Yeah.
today, "Even if you still think it's me, that's fine, but could you think about somebody else? Because it can't just
Have
be
you
me by
thought
myself.
about that?
Have you thought about somebody else?"
I liked Steven Seagal kind of stands up. He's like, "It's not her. I'm pretty sure she's a faithful." And he says to Eniko, "Darling, I think you're a shitty faithful." That's
Yes.
the story.
Yes. And then Dorka hasn't spoken for a while, so now she must speak and completely derail. It's like, Dorka, this was a conversation that was moving. No, on another subject. Two
On another
groups,
subject.
blah, blah, blah. Nothing, no one's interested. Sorry,
No,
that's
and
what she said.
now the two groups theory, in complete opposition to what she said the three other times we've heard her talk about this today, it's Victor, Gashbar, and Oliver.
The banished,
The
Oliver.
dweeby little non-leaders.
No. But what's interesting is going to be the number of votes it will take to banish someone, as it was last episode.
It's
a
true.
very small number out of 13 that it's going to take.
There's a couple of other things I want to mention because Mr. Sylvie's still getting a lot of heat. There is some chat about how Gashbar looked like he was pooping his pants this morning. But Oliver does say, "I am moving to Mexico if
Yes.
Gashbar is a traitor."
He says it. Yes, indeed. Yes.
So you're right. With the votes, we get there's one vote on Sylvie, Dani, and Zhuji. Very weird that Nori keeps insisting on voting for Zhuji. It's giving
I
traitor behavior.
Yeah, she might think that it gives faithful, but in fact, you
It
need to be
doesn't.
swayed. Yeah.
It
But
doesn't at all.
so and because everyone's everywhere, it's a roller coaster, Rekha tells us. There are going to be 3 people with 3 votes, and now it only needs 1 more vote to go.
Yeah. So the 2-3 voters, we've got suspicious twink Oliver the Otter,
Yes.
who gets votes from Dorka Gashbar and Mr. Sylvie. We get Mr. Sylvie, who gets votes from Oliver, Zhuji, and Rekha, who gives a huge speech about how he was doing Mr. Burns' hands and evil
Mhm.
laughs. It did remind me of New Zealand 3 with the Mr. Burns hands. Traitors just can't stop going, excellent.
Spoiler, one of them was, but yes.
Yeah. And then Eniko, that weird, strange lady. She is banished with only 4 votes from Victor, Dr. R, Sylvie, and Dani.
Yes, and the tension is that they're all on 3, and the final vote is Dani. So who on earth will he vote for?
We'll never know.
We'll never know. So out of 13 votes, you can go with 4. Fascinating. You didn't campaign, Eniko. You didn't do any campaigning all through the day, and when you didn't speak at the round table, and when you were invited to speak at the round table, you declined. So I'm sorry, suicide.
In fairness, she did campaign. When we have the Dr. Timmy library room, she stands up
Oh,
and
she
tells
did stand
everyone
up
they'll
and
be
shout.
humiliated in
Yes,
front of
that's true.
I don't know who this is more embarrassing for at this point. Eniko or Dani, who is convinced and has been
100%.
convinced for a while she's a
100%.
traitor.
He barely knows what to say in his confessional afterwards. Oops.
Yeah. So we get post round table, we have Steven Seagal running around being very aggressive, as discussed before. Gashbar's still having a mental breakdown that no one listens to him. Rekka's having a great time.
Dorcas says she's going to get killed because no one suspects her anymore and she hasn't had votes for a while. Not a bad
Yeah, then we
thought.
have this Oliver moment. So Oliver now wants to be Dorcas' right-hand man, because who doesn't want to be? And he's trying to warn her off Ferry and tells her that Dr. R had told him that Sylvie was putting Dorcas' name out. And she's like, I don't think that would happen because actually Sylvie really trusts me. And I'm pretty sure I have seen Sylvie talk about Dorca, just not in the conversation Oliver's thinking of. Anyway, Dorca's like, I don't think this happened. He's like, well, fine, go and ask Dr. R then. So they go into the room with Sylvie and Dr. R, and Dr. R's like, that conversation never happened. What are you talking about? In fact, she does her Dr. R thing where she's like, I love you, Oliver, but never ask me anything
Never.
ever again. Never do that.
Yes, she's so good.
She's so
I mean, I love
terrifying.
you and I'll talk to you and we'll play together, but never ask me what other people think. Ever again. Ever.
And he kind of storms off and cries, and
Yeah.
I did feel kind of bad for him.
Yeah, he's tired.
I do think the 3 wimpy little non-leader men, Victor, Oliver, and Gashbar, I do like they are in this spot where they don't really have anyone to talk to except for each other, and no one listens to any of their ideas.
So good. So good.
It kind of is great.
I love it.
All right, the conclave. Guide us through this, Sarah.
Well, as we said before, they all arrive, they throw back their hoods, the 3 women on one side, facing Gashbar. He looks at them and they just smile. They just smile. And he can't believe that they are so calm and forgiving. And they're going, of what? What did you do? Did you do something that we should not forgive you for? Why should we be otherwise?
He feels gaslit, and in fairness, they are kind of gaslighting him.
They are totally gaslighting him.
Yeah. He's like, they just want to use me as a sacrificial lamb.
Yes,
in confessional.
they do. Yes,
we can't wait to use him as a sacrificial lamb.
Fingers. And then, wouldn't you know it, knock on the door, here's Attila. And I did think, gee, they hadn't even started talking about who to kill, so I don't know whether they were waiting, whether they'd worked it out, or whether they were told. I don't know. Anyway, knock, 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 here comes Attila. They are beyond excited because it is the death list.
Yeah, so we've got the death row twist here. They nominate 4 who will be told at breakfast. Then, after the round table tomorrow, they decide, I guess a bit like they did with the cross
Mips.
on the face. Yeah, they decide who will die after the round table tomorrow. They ask for clarification from Attila, who tells them, you aren't going to be able to murder the person who has currently got the shield, and you won't be able to murder whoever gets the shield tomorrow.
Nor
And
whoever is banished, if one of the people on your list gets
yes.
banished.
So he's like, and the death row people are going to get a chance to plead their case directly to you.
Face to face.
Face to face. So I want to talk about who they're putting on the list here.
Oh, but
'cause-
before we get to the face to face
okay.
rule, he turns to leave, and Rekka looks at the door, which he has turned towards, and she counts 1, 2, 3, and he turns back with the twist. It's brilliant. I love it. She knows what's going on.
I love it.
This discussion is really super, super interesting because, of course, you are allowed to put yourself on the list, but then they say, but then the faithful will think that there's a traitor on the list, so we don't go on the list, but then they'll know that we're not on the list, so this will be implicit immunity from banishment for 4 people. And, I mean, I think that's a valid thought to have. Certainly in the evolution of the game, they've forgotten who they're playing against, though, so... there is a discussion which I thought was super interesting of let's put Joji on the death list. Joji, as we recall, has a shield, so she can't be on the death. She can be on the death list, but she can't be in danger. And this covers Rekka and Nori because they know that Joji has the shield.
I hate that.
So I
Dr.
love it.
R is the one who suggests it.
Well, because she's the one that it puts in danger.
No, she's the only one it puts in danger.
Yes.
Because if they put Gashbar, Nori, and
Yes.
Rekka are all in that group,
That's right.
all of them know, and there's like then 2 other people on top of that. So there's 6 people who know Joji has the shield, and only 5, is it like 5? No, there's 7 people. It's 7 and 6. So there's 7 people in the castle who know Joji has the shield, 6 who don't, and the only traitor who knows she doesn't is Dr. R. I don't know why she suggested that.
I think it's a great idea because now you've also got that double thing of it has to be someone in the non-shield group. Wait, maybe it is someone in the shield group. If they were smart, which they're not, Timmy, careful. But I liked it. I liked the idea.
Okay.
I liked that the idea was discussed. Let's put it that way.
I like that the idea was discussed. I don't like it in execution.
Yeah. Now they've got to be careful about who might be banished. And who might get a shield, and they also don't know how many shields. I think it would be very foolish for one of them to go on the list. I don't think they should go on the list anyway, but they could be the only one left on the list.
Yeah.
Essentially.
I think they pretty much agree not to put themselves on
Yes.
the list. But they want to put people on the list who are going to set somebody else up to think that that's the traitor on the list.
So they think it's hilarious. They say Steven Seagal, who will think it's Danny, and then put Danny on the list. I just thought that was gorgeous. I love
They'll
it.
think it's each other. Yeah. So they want Danny to set up Steven Seagal. They want Steven Seagal to set up Danny. Like just all of this mess. So we don't know who's on that list. We'll find out tomorrow. But it sounds like Danny, Steven Seagal, Oliver,
and Ferry. I think Ferry's wrong.
Ferry and maybe Joji.
And maybe Joji. I think Ferry's wrong because he has a lot of suspicion, but then it might be, oh, you have a lot of suspicion, Ferry, therefore you are the traitor that put yourself on the list. So, because Steven Seagal thinks it's Danny, Danny thinks it's Steven Seagal, but more generally people think it's Ferry. He was one of the 3 vote getters, so the getter of 3 votes, shall I say.
Should we do predictions then? Who do we think gets banished tomorrow and who do we think will be chosen for the MIBs?
That's a very good idea. Let me say, I think Steven Seagal and Danny are a lock.
Yeah.
I think they won't put Joji on, even though that makes everybody safe except Dr. Rat. I think Dorka might go on.
Yeah.
I think Dorka is a cleverer one than Oliver because Oliver also got 3 votes. So you want to put 1 3-voter on. So 2 people got 3 votes and Aniko got 4. So the other 2, you got to put one of them on and not one of them. So if it's Ferry, it's not Oliver, and if it's Oliver, it's not Ferry. They said Ferry and Oliver, which I think is not good. So I'm going to put my chip on Danny, Steven Seagal, Ferry, and Dorka. What about you?
All right. I think they do put Zhuji on the list. I think she's been coming up as a name for murder for weeks now. And I think Rekha will feel like, well, I put her on the list, that will assuage them, but then we don't actually have to murder her because she can't be murdered anyway. So I can see Zhuji actually going on the list. And then, yeah, we'll get Dani and Steven Seagal. And then I think we'll get Oliver on the list. I think we'll probably end up murdering, though, Steven Seagal.
I think it's his time.
I think it's his time.
He's bombasting around like I don't know if you've been watching the videos of Neil.
Oh, Neil
Neil.
the seal.
He's like Neil.
He is like Neil.
He's just everywhere, flomping around. And I'm not body shaming. I'm talking about his attitude. I love Neil. We should all be Neil. I'm just here. I'm just lying in the middle of the road.
We're just waiting.
Perfectly happy.
I also think that it's time for Mr. Sylvie to go. I think
so. Mr. Sylvie at the round table.
Mr. Sylvie banishment
and Steven Seagal
murder.
Death. Yes,
but we won't see. You know, we're not gonna see who gets murdered. Right? They'll run around doing their little mips, and we won't find out until episode 9.
But we will retrospectively understand that we were right.
Yes.
Now, next time on, Nori has tears in her eyes at the round table.
Oh, that's unusual for her.
Very unusual for a sociopath.
Yeah.
For an AI. Nori, I love you, and you're going to find out how much in a couple of minutes. But yes, so that was the only notable thing, was that she had tears in her eyes. So I thought,
yeah.
Very strange.
Okay, should we do a crush pyramid then?
Yes. Crush.
Ooh, crush pyramid.
Crush pyramid.
Love it. Sarah, who is on your crush pyramid?
I'm going all traitors, all women. I'm doing Dr. Rat, I'm doing Nori, and I'm doing Rekha. Done.
Love it.
How about
Love
you?
that. I think Oliver's on my crush pyramid this week. I did enjoy just him getting so upset because he was getting his words confused. It was extremely cute.
He's a sweetheart.
I think Gaspar is on the crush pyramid in an ironic way, because just watching him scurry around like a little scurrying mouse, and
so because you want to move to Mexico, that's why you want to put him on the crush
I want to
pyramid.
move to Mexico. He's just he's such a anyway, he's an icon. And top of my crush pyramid, it's the Rat Queen. It's Dr. R. Timmy. Everything she does
Timit,
is amazing,
as they sometimes call her.
Yeah.
I noticed that some names get a T at the end, and then some names get, depending on where they are in a sentence, sometimes the name gets like a diphthong vowel at the end. So I think it must be that the name changes depending on where it is in a sentence. Anyway, Timit.
Good little linguistic note there. Sarah,
yes.
Where can the people find you?
The people can find me at Crime Scene Pod, Crime Scene, SEEN, where every week my fourth and I talk about a documentary or a docuseries about true crime, coming up on Friday evening, 9 p.m. Eastern in America, so 11 o'clock on Saturday. We are doing our second live, so if you're a supporter on Buy Me a Coffee, supporter or a member, you can come and watch us make all the mistakes that I carefully cut out when I edit. So that is on our socials. You can find out about that, or go to our website, crimescenepod.com. See you there. We're talking about Worst Neighbour Ever with Jason Reed. So yeah, it's going to be.
You've also got some amazing mugs.
We have mugs. We have merch handmade by my wonderful co-host. You can go to Mari Crafts Too Much at bigcartel.com, and you can see her book mugs. If you don't see your favourite book there, your favourite character, she will make you one bespoke. But you can also get our beautiful crime scene, what is your true crime origin mug. No, I don't have one because postage was more than $50. So when I go to America and spend more than $50 on an airfare, I will collect mine in person.
Yeah, none of these like crummy Vistaprint mugs, okay?
No.
Mari's hand making these.
There's 3 kinds. There's a sludge kind, there's a lava kind, and a sparkle kind. Anyway, go and have a look at them. They're very pretty.
Oh,
I'll bring
love
you one
it.
back, Annabelle, when I go to
Oh,
the States.
please,
Yes.
please.
Now, what about you?
Well, I did my Pod Friends episode.
Yes, you did.
With
Amazing. It's one of my
thank
favourites.
you.
Yes,
Thank
yes. Very, very
you.
good. Very good.
Lots of
If you
talking about my
listen to
feelings.
Babes in the Conclave and you don't listen to Annabelle's pod friend, you're sent away like Oliver. You're sent away from Babes.
But the babes have been really sweet about it. I've had lots of really lovely
Yes.
messages from the babes. So
Yes.
thank you. You can find that over on Pod Friends.
On RHAP, everybody. Pod friends on RHAP.
On RHAP, yes. I am going to be covering some 90 Day Fiancé with Puya this week, so stay tuned for that. And otherwise, I've got a little bit of a break until the end of the month when it comes to the Traitors. It's just Hungary, weekly Hungary. All right, guys. We love the babes. See you next week. Bye.